somebody had asked me that they recently had found a tick on them just a few weeks ago. And they're like, it's winter, shouldn't they be dead? No. They are not only alive and well this time of year, they're breeding. Why? We're at the end of January, and it's supposed to be in the 50s today. For the next 2 weeks, it's supposed to be upper 40s, mid 50s. Unless you have a spell where it's consistently below freezing for weeks, we're not killing these things off. Not only are they walking around looking for hosts, they're breeding. So this should give you some sort of insight into what this summer is going to be like. Because honestly, I don't think they're going to die at all this year, unless we get a real cold snap in February. I mean, it's not good. Now, the common symptom, has anybody seen that telltale bullseye rash? 60 to 90% of the people who have Lyme disease get that little bullseye rash. You can also get a lot of other symptoms, and this is the reason that it often goes undiagnosed, because they call it the great imitator. You can get chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, fever, headaches, swollen joints, vomiting. A lot of times if it's left undiagnosed and untreated, you can end up with use my words. Thank you. Nervous system problems, heart problems. It really bleeds into a lot of different things. And I'm not going to go into all of these, but what I want to point out, because I can pronounce half of them, anaplasmosis I can pronounce, though, it makes me sound smart. But if you look at this, what do all of these have, a lot of these have in common? Fever, abdominal pain, diarrhea, rash, body aches, mild anemia. It all sounds like the flu, or pneumonia, or a million other things, like this 24-hour bug thing that's going around, and if you've had that, please, I've dodged the bullet so far, stay in the back of the room. You know, where you just, for like 24 straight hours. So a lot of these things mimic things that are very common and that we're used to. Oh, I just have a bug. But when that bug doesn't go away for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, you can go get it tested. So it's really hard to rule out unless you have that telltale bullseye, or they can do the blood test or whatever. A lot of people just ignore it. So that's why there's 300,000 people are diagnosed, but how many are walking around with one of these type things who don't know it? Because it's just, it mimics so many other things. Now, a lot of people in this room have different opinions, I'm sure, like everywhere, about the use of DEET or the use of a lot of other chemicals. Some people want to do just all natural. Sorry, I can't stop. So whatever your preference is, this is just for information. If you decide you don't want to slather yourself in chemicals, I completely understand. Chemicals, sadly, are the most, as far as I found, the most effective way. And there's a variety of different ones that are listed here. And you also don't want to treat yourself. You want to treat, like if you're camping or hiking, you want to treat that gear as well, because they can climb in and still hitch a ride with you. You want to treat your boots, your tents, your socks. Saw you itch. And the EPA actually has a repellent search tool. You can go on the EPA's website and I guess put in whatever your activity is, and then they will recommend the best repellent for said activity. And Ellie the Wiener Dog says treat your pets, because again, your pets are going to be the ones bringing this stuff into your house. How many people here have dogs or cats? Okay, keep your hands up. Keep your hand up if your dog or cat sleeps with you. Treat your pets, people. Treat your pets. Enough said. Another thing you want to do, and I didn't put it on here, but it's also a really good tip, is when you go outside, obviously you're going to wear long pants if you know you're going to be in an area where there are ticks, but wear light colored clothing, because you can see ticks easier. I never really thought about that, right? It makes sense. Easy, something you can do. And then when you come in, shed the clothes, take a shower, do a tick check. And especially, you know, they like to hang out. They like dark, warm, moist places. Under here, this area, other places I'm not going to point to. Check. Do it in the privacy. Do whatever you've got to do. Check for ticks. And also behind the knees, they seem to like, which you'd think would be more exposed, but I've actually found them back there. Around the waist, you know, where your pant line goes, I found them there before. And your hairline and your scalp, because you don't know what's dropping on you.